Aries. Hi, Aries. Welcome to Fire Fridays, my friends. I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. I forgot to get a new lighter, so I cannot light Palo Santo in your face, and that's okay. You know what? It's a symbol. And my van smells like Palo Santo, so who cares? It's in here in spirit, okay? We'll get into it now. I've got several decks out, and I think we're gonna kick it off with the Starman Tarot today, Aries. So welcome. Thank you for being here, by the way. And if you are returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for entrusting me with this reading. It is definitely my pleasure and my aim to, again, bring something worthwhile to you. So I already did pre-shuffle this and everything, but we'll cut it and get started. My fingers don't work. Okay, kicking it off, Aries, with the Three of Pentacles today. Three of Pentacles. We have the Prince of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands has quite a David Bowie-esque face. And we've got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, okay. Three of Pentacles, Prince of Wands, Six of Cups. Underlying the deck is the King of Wands. This is good. This is very good. There's a collaborative opportunity to work with somebody, potentially somebody you know, could be family members, friends, maybe a past life connection with the Six of Cups. If you buy into that type of thing, take it as it resonates, my friend. You certainly don't have to. But I think what the main takeaway here is there's something, Aries, that you're passionate about with this Prince of Wands, this Knight of Wands card. But this collaborative energy is causing sort of a maturation between this Knight or Prince of Wands to this King of Wands energy underlying. So I think this this opportunity to work with somebody on a larger task, Three of Pentacles, is sort of like it's collaborative energy to work on something that's kind of daunting, honestly, is going to bring about sort of a change in you where you've sort of become a more of a master of your passions, respectively. So there's something about this that you're very passionate about, but you're learning how to sustain that rather than burn out. And somebody in your circle is going to really facilitate that that change within you, that maturation within you, which is really cool. Love to see that. Yeah. All right, Aries. I think we're going to go ahead and clarify with this Santa Muerte deck, as is our usual go-around. Love Santa Muerte. Hope you do too, Aries, because you see it all the time. So it's a good one. What does Aries need to know about this Three of Pentacles? What does Aries need to know about the Three of Pentacles? One more shuffle here. All right, regarding the Three of Pentacles for Aries, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it is a new beginning. It's a new venture, and it's a new opportunity to collaborate with somebody on something. We have the Four of Wands. This is beautiful energy of celebration. Four of Wands is very stable as well, of course, and it's also usually a card involving, again, another person. The Four of Wands traditionally has the two people sort of celebrating, yay, underneath their Four of Wands banner. Okay, great. And we've got the Page of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Wands. That's great. The Page of Wands is kind of it's a new, I always talk about this, but the Page of Wands has got the Ace of Wands in their hand, basically. It comes right after the Ten of Wands, which is about that burden, right, that you finally release. In so doing, you get back to the core of what it is you're truly passionate about with the Ace of Wands here. And that's a profoundly healing and kind of a evolving experience. I don't know, evolving experience is a weird way to say it. There's been an evolution within you going through that process. So I really do, again, I kind of alluded to the fact that there was probably a sort of for lack of a better term, an upgrade in your in how you tackle your passions, and it seems to be verified here in a lot of ways. We have the Empress on the bottom of the deck, Aries. The Empress is the divine mother. You know, she's a creator, so there's a new prospect to create something new. Truly, and that may be partially your energy. Traditionally, actually, one of your cards is the Emperor. I kind of feel like this has more to do with your masculine side, regardless of how you identify. But so this could be another person, but more in a I guess in a broader sense, it's just the idea that there's something to be created. Yeah, there's something new to be created, and that's exciting. So love that, Aries. All right, but let's get some clarification on the Prince of Wands here. So we've had the Page, the Prince, and the King of Wands show up. A lot of fire energy there, and I guess that makes sense, Aries. All right, one more shuffle here. All right, regarding the Prince of Wands, we have, well, the Empress. Yes, the Empress that was just on the bottom is right here now. So there's the Empress. Great, love it. We've got the Two of Wands. Nothing but wands out. Wow. Two of Wands. Okay. And we have the World. Wow. Okay. This is a big cycle. Big shift. Four of Swords underlies the deck. I think this is something. Four of Swords is often about resting and recovering, you know, after a setback. But it's also a time to manifest, you know, manifest from rest, basically. Meditate, pray. You kind of go through a little bit of a hermit mode. It's sort of implied by the Four of Swords here. In this one, it's, you know, it's basically a coffin. Which is a time for rest, right? That's why we say rest in peace. It's a time for seeking peace, and I think this is something that has recalibrated you in this idea or this endeavor, which is why we see like the Page of Wands here and the Ace of Wands and all that. So I feel like you've kind of gone through that process, or you might be in that process right now of just resting a little bit. I would say that if you haven't, this may be in the near future, that this is all going to take place. This may be a little bit of a longer term message, I kind of feel, because so your ruling planet is Mars, Aries, the god of war, the Emperor, and Mars is grinding to a halt right now, and it's about to go retro with everything else. And that may, in terms of your masculine energy, especially Aries, that could feel very uncomfortable. It's going to feel, and especially with all the other retrogrades that are going on right now, it's going to feel like you can't get anything done. So there could be some frustration potentially. But I think you're getting through that just fine. The Two of Wands is sort of, it's a card of empowerment. Definitely. This one is kind of interesting, the way that the arms are crossed there with those pistols. You're equipped. You're equipped to go on the journey. In this case, as something of a bandit or outlaw here. There may be some element to this that does feel kind of rebellious or against the grain. And I guess with Mars going retro, it is sort of stopping and then going against the grain a little bit of your usual. So I don't know, take that as it resonates, Aries. That's kind of a confusing idea. But underneath the handkerchief that's blocking the face, you can kind of see, like, if you look carefully, the person is actually kind of smiling under there. So there's definitely a lot of positive energy. I think yeah. It's also closing out a major cycle in your life. I wonder if Aries, part of this is, like I was alluding to with Mars going about to go retro and everything, if part of this is you sort of needing to rely more heavily on your feminine side with that Empress. It could be an external Empress, especially with the Six of Cups here. It could be an earth sign that you're working with. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, although it's more traditionally a Taurus card or a Virgo card, not so much Capricorn, but take it as it resonates, of course. It's all fun and games here. It's all good. I don't know. That Empress could be an energy within you. It could be an external person. And it doesn't have to be an earth sign to be an Empress either. The Empress embodies the energy of all four queens. So some of you may be looking for, maybe working with somebody that's sort of got a very balanced and healthy and beautiful feminine energy within them, if it's not you yourself, Aries. So clarifying the Six of Cups here, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, there's some celebration and enjoyment with friends here. So another Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. It's sort of like working hard and playing hard together. That's great. All right, let's get a couple more cards for you. Get some more clarification for Aries on the Six of Cups. All right. We've got the Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups. And we've got the High Priestess. Okay, High Priestess. Cancer or Pisces energy there. Underlying the deck is the Four of Cups. Okay. You know what I kind of feel like with the world here especially? The world is, in the previous column, excuse me, I know my language is all over the place today. The world is the end of a big cycle. And I think what you're coming to realize here, what cycle is being closed, is this this Four of Cups energy is like a stagnation. It's sort of waiting for things to happen, waiting for emotional fulfillment. I think with the Eight of Cups here, you're not really waiting anymore. You're not really waiting anymore for people to do their part or take, carry their share of the load, whatever it is. With the Six of Cups, I kind of feel like there could be a shift here where you're maybe walking away from one energy and sort of into a new one, walking away from one collaborative energy, maybe in the past has been family or friend, or something long-term like that, and then kind of moving into a new one. This new one, even though it may be new, I think there's a connection there, like a soul contract of some kind that you're now stepping into with the next person. Soul contracts, soulmates, they're not necessarily for life. Excuse me one moment. They're not necessarily for life. There's seasons of life that we go through with different people, and it teaches us different lessons, and kind of, yeah, we learn new lessons along our life path from different people, really. So this Eight of Cups coming out is a little interesting to me. I feel like that's something you may have to normally the Eight of Cups is just sort of walking away in a sort of a confident way. It's actually an empowering card, really. This one is kind of interesting because they're wearing the Eight Cups as like a crown on their head, and it's sort of pouring out, and there's sort of a contemplative energy here, considering whether or not you should walk away from something, because the reason why the cups are on the head like that as a crown is because it's something that you put a lot of effort into. We oftentimes will identify with like what we do in our career space or whatever, but what we do is not necessarily who we are. And who our family is, or who our friends are, or who our lover or spouse is, isn't necessarily who we are either. Who are you really? The emotional cups on the head is like there may be too strong of an association with your identity being tethered to somebody else, and I think that's something that's changing. You'll find that as you become a little more independent in that sense, being less identified with others, there'll be more happiness in a way, more celebration in a way. I think, and really other people will recognize that too. I think that an energy of dependency on another is sort of it's less attractive by nature, I think, than somebody who's confident and on their in their own energy. I guess this is a little bit puzzling to me in some ways, unless if I've hit it, great. If I haven't, your intuition really comes into play here. You need to trust your own intuition and your own gut on this, as far as if there is something that needs to be walked away from, and what that might be. I feel like basically though with this, it's like it's an energy you're considering. It's not an energy you've committed to walking away from. So I don't know why that is exactly, Aries. You'll have to take that as it resonates and determine for yourself what it is that you need to consider walking away from. But if you find yourself stagnant and kind of sitting around, if you find yourself in a stagnant energy emotionally, there's a clue there that something needs to give, something needs to move. Definitely. Because it's something, and it's big too. I mean, the world is really the end of a major cycle in your life. So this may be a pretty substantial decision that you've got to make here. All right, we'll go ahead and get 3 cards for your potential outcome and go from there. I don't know if we'll continue on beyond that or not, Aries. We'll see. Need 3 cards of potential outcome for Aries, please. Yeah. All I can really say is 6 of Cups is long-term relationship type stuff. Family, generationally, could be family, long-term friendships, long-term relationships of any type, and also, again, those past life kind of things. And I sort of feel like it could be a shift from almost from one soul contract into the next soul contract. There's key people in our lives that affect us, and we have different seasons of time where we work closely with those people, and there's other seasons of time where we, aren't really in too much communication and kind of move on, right? So it could just be a shift from one season of life to another for you, Aries. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle here and we'll get into it. All right. Our potential outcome here is the Princess of Wands. So here's more wands. Princess, Prince, King we've had earlier. So Princess of Wands, Page of Wands. Right over the Page of Wands here, there is a spiritual healing going on when you're able to release burdens that need to be released and get to the core of what you're really about. That the Page of Wands has one wand, the Ace of Wands, their remembrance of where it is that it all started, right? It's also a message. It's a messenger. Pages or princesses are messengers. So you could have a message coming towards you regarding your passion, which makes sense. It's some opportunity to collaborate with somebody and is in the future here, it would appear. We have the 8 of Cups. Again, this 8 of Cups, similar idea to the last one. The hand is on the head there. There's anxiety and confusion about whether or not to walk away from something. Each cup in this picture has different aspects. One of them is in a box. The other one's kind of frozen in an ice cube or something. The other one's protected by a ring of fire. So on and so forth. It's stressful. There's a sense that you can't. You're not able to get to the emotional security that you need in some way. So some of you may be very dependent on another person's energy, like I was talking about before. And we have the Hanged Man. This is about seeing things from a different point of view, and in so doing, you gain enlightenment. It's not always comfortable, hanging, and it's almost electing to do so as well. Choosing to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to gain enlightenment. So, Aries, I suppose that could go lots of different ways. examples could be disciplines, certain disciplines like disciplining yourself in meditating, or choosing to discipline yourself with like a fast, or even to learn something new like a martial art or something like that, right? I don't know exactly what it is. It's not comfortable, but it provides enlightenment for you. And so there's a learning opportunity here as well. I mean, the real crux of this, I think, is you're learning to find what it is that you really want to do, what you're really passionate about, and that opportunity will be there. But I think the reason why this is coming up is because the old circumstances are sort of beginning to crumble or fall away, which makes a lot of sense with Mars slowing down and it's about to go retro. There's a lot of that energy in the air that could be, again, very uncomfortable. And I would just say take advantage of this time, Aries. Basically, as if things are starting to go south on you, take advantage of the time and learn something. And in so doing, this is crazy. I shit you not, Aries. You saw me shuffle. King of Wands is on the bottom again. We started the reading off with the King of Wands underlying, and it's back. And you saw me shuffle. So this is meant for you to step into this energy of mastering your passion. So the setbacks you may have, and those difficult decisions to choose to walk away from things, is meant to close out a major cycle in your life with the World card, and it's also meant to bring you into a truly divine masculine energy. So the aspects of your masculine are being upgraded in a big way, Aries, and that happens through failures more than successes. So don't mind the minor setbacks. It's meant to refine you. It's a refining fire in a sense. So, okay, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. It may not have been the easiest message to receive, but it serves a purpose. You do have a choice how to navigate circumstances as you're coming up on them in this season. I wish you the best of luck with it, of course. And if you're not subscribed and you liked the video, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. But more importantly than all that, I just wish you the best of luck with this energy. And I hope to see you next Friday, Aries. Until then, take care.